Welcome to the Boat Show, and today we're coming to you from Annapolis, and we're checking out the latest from Sportsman Boat. We're sitting on hull number 1, and I have Victor Gonzalez here to tell us all about it. How you doing, Victor?
I'm doing great. Thanks for coming.
Oh, great. This boat absolutely looks spectacular. It's new, but it's kind of a refresh, correct?
It is. So our plan as a lineup in general is to have a boat no more than 5 years in the market before we do a refresh. And so it was time for this one to get its uplift, and that's what we have here today.
So the 267 Masters, I live in Southwest Florida. This is, you see them all over the place. Let's talk about it a little bit.
Yeah, so this boat, when it was initially introduced, it didn't have a 425. That was not an option for us. And so when we did the refresh, that was one of the areas of focus. And that meant that we had to do a brand new stringer for it to support the new, bigger horsepower engines. And then we went ahead and also have a brand new deck on it. And there were some areas of improvement that we wanted to touch up on. And so if you want to go over the boat, we can start the front and kind of work our way towards the back.
Hey, that sounds good. So I notice we have a trolling motor up front.
We do, yeah. So obviously it's a traditional bay boat platform up at the front. It's all flat. We have an area for your trolling motor as well as anchor locker, front live well, big fish box in the center, and then this step up, which makes it really easy to get up on the deck. But then, of course, we have to have our family features, and that includes a full sun pad area up here that's great for the family. But if you are fishing, you can take all that out and just have the big open bow cockpit area. And then stepping back from that, we have our newly designed D-tubing structure, and what that does for us is allows us to make the interior of the console larger. And what we did with that is actually we made a dedicated trolling motor storage area in the head, which obviously is very important for these boats that have trolling motor. And then it also allows us to get the feet off of the deck, which gives you more room to walk around the console, which is awesome. Then the D-tubing is a lot more, sturdier as a structure, and so we can go with an even bigger hard top over the top for tons of shade on the boat. And then moving back from that, we took a little bit of the language from our Heritage 261, which we introduced last year, and we brought in the sandbar mode, which is where someone can take the seats and swivel those around and face aft. And in a lot of ways, it's an even more water-centric view because the whole back of the boat, of course, you can close the seats and have it all open, which is an awesome area for us. And then out back, we have 3 live wells, and as well as two-person benches back there. And we also come standard with a jack plate out back, and 425 or a 300 you could put on this boat.
So let's talk about the performance of this boat with a 425 on it. What do we get?
So we got about 56 to 58 miles an hour, depending on how the conditions are and the load on the boat. But it does great, and also does great with a 300. And we do offer a second station. So for someone who does sight fishing and stuff like that, you have an awesome second station that has full controls up at the top.
Yeah, and when we're talking about the back end, of course we can fish it with those seats down, but again, for the family, very comfortable.
Absolutely, and that's the point of this boat. This boat is really a great boat for nearshore fishing or sandbar day. It's good for a lot of different areas, a lot of different fishing, but it's also a great family boat, tons of seating. I mean, you can really load this boat up. It is yacht certified, so as long as it's safe to have people on board, there's no actual capacity limit on how many people you can have.
Well, that's fantastic. There's so much going on with this thing. Again, the refresh is every 5 years. Sportsman's on top of their game. It's a quality build everywhere you look. And Victor, I appreciate your time. You can go to the website for more information, correct?
Yep, we do have a full walkthrough video on this boat, inch to inch, and you can check that out on our website, as well as specifications and pricing as well.
So go to sportsmanmanufacturing.com to check it out.